All right, so let's look at this question. So for this question, we have been given an assumed total number of patients, and we have here antenatal clinics. We have here number of hospital visits. So we have Ridge Hospital, which is 50. We have Mamprobi Hospital, which is 4A. We have Dansuma Hospital, which is here is A over 2. We have Tema Polyclinic, and then that which is 2A. So over here, what we have to do is that we have to first find our A. And in finding for our A, we can use this way: 50 plus 4A plus A over 2 plus 2A, all equal to the assumed total number of patients, which is 405. So what we can do is that we can group like terms. Okay, so in grouping like terms, we can have something like 4A plus 2A plus A over 2 is equal to 405 minus 50. So this one will give us 6A plus A over 2 equal to, so this one is going to give us 355. So now, in mathematics, this is assumed as 6A over 1, and this also assumed as over 1. So what we have to do is that we can multiply here by 2, here 2 by 2, here 2 by 2, so that we can take away or get rid of the denominator. So with that, so with this, these two will cancel these two. Okay, so we get 12A plus, now here is A because here is like 1, so A times 1 is A, equal to, so what, 710. So now this one will give us what, 13A is equal to 710. So we divide here by 13, we divide here to by what, 13, so that we can get A. So this 13 will cancel this 13. So we get A is equal to, so 710 divided by 13 is what? 54.6. Now, for the principle of frequency is not supposed to be in decimals. Okay, so what we do is that because this one is 6, we what, run it. So in running it, we get A is equal to what, 55. Please, you get it that way? So now, as we have gotten our A to be, so wherever we see A, you have to put what, 55 there in this one. So here, what it means is that we get what, 4 multiplying what, A, multiplying what, the 55, because now we know that A is what, 55. So 55, which is going to give us what, 4 times 55 is what? Yes, 4 times 55. Calculators. 220. Okay, so now here too, we'll be having 55 divided by 2. And 55 divided by 2 is going to give us what? 27.5. But because it's a frequency, it means that we will be getting what? 28. Okay. Now here becomes what? 2 times what? 55. Which is going to give us what? 110. Okay. So with this one, we can now calculate for the actual or the adjusted what? Total. Yeah. Okay, because this one was the assumed, and because we have done some running, automatically the number is going to what? Increase. So let's see the adjusted total. So with the adjusted total, that one is going to be 50 plus 220 plus 28 plus 11, and that's going to give us what? 408. Okay, that is fine. So now we can now come and solve the question. If you look at the question, that Which facility recorded the highest number of antenatal visits? Which facility recorded the, so look at, we have two things. So we have antenatal clinics or visits, and antenatal clinics, and we have what number of hospital what visits. Okay, so this one says that which facility. So if they are asking of the frequency, that's why we use this one. But with this one, once you hear facility, your attention should come here. Okay, so which facility recorded the highest number of antenatal visits? And that one is what? Is this one. Okay, the 220, but we are looking at the facility. Okay, so therefore over here with the one, we will say that Mamprobi Hospital recorded the highest number of what antenatal visits. Please do get that way. Okay, all right. Then this one says that calculate what A, and that one we have already done it here. So now we know the A to be what 55. Okay. Now the third question says that which facility recorded the least number of antenatal visits? So if you look at the data, which of the facility recorded the least number? If you see that 28 is here, so that means that the facility that recorded the least number of visits is what? Dansoma. Okay. Then number four says that you should calculate what? You should calculate the adjusted total, and the adjusted total is what we have done here. So this is the number 4. So the adjusted total is what? 408. Okay. Then it says that how many clients visited Dansoma Polyclinic? How many clients visited Dansoma Polyclinic? So the number of clients that visited Dansoma Polyclinic is what? 28. Do you get it that way? Okay. So that is that. That's fine.
All right, so we have another example here, and this example, the table shows a typical on-group frequencies for which we are about to deal with the mode, or to calculate for the mode. And on the table, we have health facilities and number of mortalities, which is our frequency. And then the health facilities, we have facility A, B, C, and D. And the mortalities here are not directly given, for which there are variables that you're supposed to calculate for before we can use to solve our question. So let's go through the questions first, then we come and solve for the variable in there. Now, a number of mortalities. So the first question is calculate for B. And then the second question is which facility recorded the highest mortality. The third one is which facility recorded least mortality. The fourth one is how many mortalities were recorded in facility A, and calculate the adjusted total. And the last question is total mortality recorded in facility B and D. So we have our assumed total here, for which we are going to use to calculate the B in the number of mortalities. So from here, you are going to sum up all this and equate it to the assumed total. So we are going to get, so analysis. B over 2 plus 4B plus 1 plus B plus 2B plus 3. This one is equal to our assumed total, which is 80. So from this point, you're going to group like terms, for which all those which contains the B are going to go to one side, and then the actual digits or the actual values are also going to go to one side. So we are having 4B plus B, which is going to give us 5B plus B, 5B, and you have another 2B here. So we are going to get 7B plus B over 2 equal to, we have 80 there already. But then let's add these numbers here before we send it to the other side. We're going to get 1 plus 3, which is 4. So we're going to get 80 minus 4. From here, we can multiply through by 2, but then let's subtract the 4 from the 80 first. Then we multiply through by 2. So we're going to get 7b plus b over 2, which is equal to 76. So the reason why we are multiplying by through by 2 is that we want to eliminate the 2 in the b over 2, which is the fraction, so that we can easily solve for b. We'll get a linear equation. So we are going to get 2 times 7b plus 2 times b over 2 equal to 76 times 2. So 2 times 7b is going to give us 14b. And then this 2 will cancel this 2, and we get b here. And 72 times 2, 76 times 2 is going to give us 152. So from here you can go on and calculate for your b. So 14b plus b is going to give us 15b equal to 152. So you divide both sides by 15 by 15. 10.1. But this is a frequency or number of mortalities which cannot be in decimal. So we run it to the nearest whole number, which is 10. So therefore our b is equal to 10. I want to clear this part. Yes. Okay, so we've gotten our b here, so we can come and substitute it into the place in the number of mortalities. So the b is 10, and we are going to get 10 over 2 here, which is equal to 5. And then 4b plus 1, which is going to be 4 times 10 plus 1, 41. And the b here is going to give us 10. And 2b, which is 2 times 10 plus 3, 23. All right. So let's go to our questions. So calculate for b, which is 10. So we've done that already. And which facility recorded the highest mortality? So on our frequency table, you use the frequencies to find the one with the highest value, and you trace it to the facility, so that you get the facility that had the highest mortality. So here you get 41, which is facility B. So this one is going to give us facility. In the second one. So facility B. So facility B had the highest mortality. And then the third question is, which facility recorded the least mortality? So that one too, you look at the one with the lowest frequency and you trace it to. So facility A, which is 5, facility A. Facility A. And question 4, how many mortality were recorded in facility A? So that one, the question is asking for the exact value for the facility A. So facility A, which is 5. So the mortality at facility A is equal to 5. And question 5, calculate the adjusted total. So the adjusted total is the summation of the frequencies we've calculated. So which is 5 plus 41 plus 10 plus 23.
So
5 plus 41, 46. 56 plus 23. Which is going to give us 79. So our total will be 79. Therefore, the adjusted total is 79. And then the last question is the total mortality recorded in facility B and D. So this one, you're going to get the summation of the frequency of facility B and facility D. So facility B, we had 41, and then facility D is 23. So it's going to be 41 plus 23 for this question, which is 64. All right. So let's go through again. So the table is a typical on group frequency table for which you are treating mode. So mode on group frequency table. So we have two columns of a table here, which is showing health facilities and number of mortalities. Facility A, B, C, and D. So in the question, we are not given these values. It was B over 2, 4B plus 1, B, and then 2 plus 3. And we were supposed to calculate for the B. But the question gave us an assumed total, which is 80. So we can use the assumed total to calculate for the B by summing all the frequencies, which is the B over 2, 4 plus 1, B, and then 2B plus 3, for which we did it here. And then we equate it to the assumed total. So now you're going to get 7B plus B over 2 or equal to 80 minus 4. When you group like 10, this is what you get. To eliminate the 2, we multiply through by 2, which we got 14B plus B, which is equal to 152. And then we divided both sides by 15, then we got 10.1. And frequency cannot be in decimals because it's a discrete data. So we round it to a whole number, which we got 10. And we substituted the 10 into our frequency table. Then we had B over 2, which is 10 over 2, which is 5. Then 4 times 10 plus 1 is going to give us 41. Then B for facility C, which is 10. And then facility D, 2B plus 3. So 2 times 10 plus 3, which is 23. So from there, we go to the second question, which is which facility recorded the highest mortality? And for this one, we are looking for the facility. So you trace the facility with the highest frequency to the facility itself. Then you write the name of the facility as your answer. So from the table, the one with the highest frequency is facility B, which is 41. So 41 maps to facility B, the highest frequency or mortality. So facility B. And then which facility recorded the least mortality? That one is facility A, which is 5. So the 5 here maps to facility A. So facility A had the lowest or the least mortality. So you write the name of the facility, which is facility A. Then how many mortalities were recorded in facility A? So this one, we are looking for the frequency itself. So how many mortalities? So the facility A had 5 mortalities. So we write it there. And then the fifth question is calculate the adjusted total. So the adjusted total is the summation of the frequencies we've calculated for. So 5 plus 41 plus 10 plus 23, which is 79. So our adjusted total will be 79. And the last question is to calculate the total mortality recorded in facility B and then facility D. So facility B and facility D, you go to the table and then check the total of facility B and facility D. So that's the summation of the frequency of facility B, which is 41, and then facility D, which is 23. So you get 41 plus 23, which is 64.
All right, so in summary, this question is our last question on the on-group frequency table. So with this one, you have disease, you have number of cases. So the number of cases is the frequency. Okay, and when you are being asked to calculate for or to find for the mode with on-group frequency table like this, it's very simple. What you have to do is that you have to pay attention to the frequencies. Okay, so we use the highest frequency to find what our mode. Please do get it. So we have the variables here and we have the frequency here. So there are two questions that can be asked. Either they are asking you of the disease that that occurred most. Okay, and that one, it becomes what you look at the highest one to just determine it. But in other words, they can also ask you about the highest frequency, okay, or the disease with the highest frequency. Please look at that way. Okay, so if they are asking you the highest frequency, then it becomes what? The number. But if they are asking you the disease that what recorded the highest frequency, that one you use malaria for it. Okay, so now let's look at this one. It says that identify the highest number of cases per what? Per facility. So they are talking of the highest. So if you look at this data, the highest is what? 20 what? 25. And they are asking of the identify the highest number of cases per what? Facility. So with that one, it becomes what? It becomes a 25. Are you getting that way? Aha. Then it says state the modal disease. So you see the question, state the modal disease. So now the modal disease then becomes what? Malaria. Are you getting it? So that one, some people can say the modal disease is malaria, which is 25, okay, or which have 25 cases. Another person can just limit it to only stating what? Malaria, and that is also fine. So the C says that the least occurring what? Disease. Least occurring disease. So you look at this, the frequency, you realize that we have 6 here. So the least occurring disease is what? Cholera. Please do get that way. But if they were asking of the least occurring frequency, it becomes what? 6. But once they say disease, it becomes what? This. So in other words, here too can change. If here change to facility, and maybe you have Mamprobi, you have Pentecost Hospital, any question that they ask you about facility, your answer goes for this. But if it is frequency, it goes for the numbers. Please you get it. So this will bring us to the end of the mode for on good frequency table. Our next video will be on the good one, which Sir will be starting. Okay, thank you.